Do you know when the last time Democrats won the majority of the white vote? 1964. Well, why would that be? What happened in 1964 that was such a turning point that caused the majority of Southern white folks to stop voting Democrat and turn to the Republican Party? In 1964, Lyndon Johnson was the president. And that's when Congress passed the 1964 Civil Rights Act, which prohibits discrimination on the basis of race, color, religion, sex, or national origin. Now, do we think it's a coincidence that this is the last time that the majority of white folks in the United States of America voted Democrat? Well, what else happened since then? We've had a 700% increase in our prison population. In 1970, right after the Civil Rights Movement, the population was 328,000. Today, it's as high as 2 million. But why? Because President Ronald Reagan's administration saw the prison population essentially double. What did they create? The war on drugs, which we now know was a war on people, particularly black and brown people. And just for optics, here's a chart. Civil Rights Movement, the end of it, prison population, straight up. No wonder why there are so many black women in the United States of America who feel betrayed. We are 5% of the global population. We rate the highest in the world for the prison population at almost 20% of the incarcerated population. Well, who do we fill our jails and prisons with? If black people make up 13% of the overall population, yet they're 35% of the jail population, 32% of the prison population. Meanwhile, white people make up 60% of the overall population, but they're 48% of the jail population and 31% of the prison population. You tell me who is over and underrepresented. Not to mention, black people make up 53% of all exonerations in this country, and 69% of people exonerated from drug crimes were black, compared to 16% that were white. Black people and white people use illegal drugs at the same exact rates, but black people are 3.5 more times likely to be arrested for it. But what exactly would cause these exonerations? Could it be police misconduct is the leading cause of wrongful convictions for drug crimes and black defendants are more likely to be the victims? 47% of exonerated black defendants were victims of official misconduct for drug crimes compared to 20% of exonerated white defendants. And Trump has said that he wants to give law enforcement full immunity. Meanwhile, Trump has skirted the criminal justice system himself with his wealthy white privilege. And right now in the United States of America, there's only one party that backs the blue unequivocally, that wants to give them full immunity, no checks and balances. And currently, only the Republican Party is pushing mass incarceration. I live in a state where Republicans have a supermajority. DeSantis just vetoed 4 criminal justice reform bills. And this is true for all across the country. This is why it's important for people who have been impacted by the justice system, people like Jelly Roll, to not sit on the fence. And most importantly, it's important for us white folks to get educated on the historical context of our system and why we are where we are today.